day came. When you didn't remember. I marked it on the calendar, circled it in red for you. Hoped you'd notice in passing, but the hours faded into blue. I smiled alone, I hid my pain, pretended nothing was in vain. I loved you on this day alone. Every memory, every tone you forgot, but I remain alone with this quiet pain. I set the table for two hearts, lit candles in your name. I whispered to the empty room, but nothing ever stayed the same. Some love waits for recognition, some hearts break in silent submission. I loved you on our forgotten day, through empty rooms and shadows great. I whispered to the night alone, hoping somehow you'd atone. If you remember tonight, would it change? Or just remind me I waited? I loved you on this forgotten day, every candle, every silent way. No one knows the ache I keep, I cry alone and silently weep. The room is quiet, the day is gone, and I remain. I waited, but you never called. Your name lights up my empty screen. I scroll through what we've been. Every vibration I hope is you, but it's just silence breaking through. I breathe slow, I hold back tears, hoping somehow you'll appear. I loved you in the calls that never came, in every night, in every flame. You're gone, yet I remain alone with this quiet pain. I imagined your voice in every ring, the words we'd say, the songs we'd sing. But the phone stays dark in my hand, and I'm trapped in this waiting land. Some love waits unheard, unseen. Some hearts break where dreams have been. I loved you in the empty nights, in every hope, in fading lights. I whisper to the phone alone, hoping somehow you're still home. heal? Or just remind me I waited too long? I loved you in the calls that never came, every heartbeat, every silent name. No one knows the ache I keep. I stare at the phone and silently weep. The screen is dark, the night is quiet, and I remain. I waited, but you never called. Your name lights up my empty screen. I scroll through what we've been. Every vibration I hope is you, but it's just silence breaking through. I breathe slow, I hold back tears, hoping somehow you'll appear. I loved you in the calls that never came, and every night and every flame. You're gone, yet I remain alone with this quiet pain. Imagine your voice in every ring, the words we'd say, the songs we'd sing. But the phone stays dark in my hand, and I'm trapped in this waiting land. Some love waits unheard, unseen. Some hearts break where dreams have been. I loved you in the empty nights, in every hope and fading light. I whisper to the phone alone, hoping somehow you were still home. If you called me tonight, would it heal? Or just remind me I waited too long? I loved you in the calls that never came, every heartbeat, every silent name. No one knows the ache I keep. I stare at the phone and silently weep. The screen is dark, the night is quiet, and I remain. The rain falls, and I only hear your name. I sit alone in this quiet room. The shadows stretch like my gloom. Your voice once filled this air, now emptiness whispers everywhere. I reach for you in the dark, but your warmth is gone, leaving its mark. I loved you in the midnight rain, in every drop, in every pain. You're gone, yet I remain alone with this endless strain. streaks remind me of tears, each one a memory of lost years. I press my hand against the cold glass, hoping somehow the storm would pass. Some love lingers in the night, some hearts break out of sight. I loved you in the rainy nights, through empty rooms and city lights. I whispered to the storm alone, hoping somehow you'll come home. If I called you in this storm, would you answer or disappear into the dark? I loved you in the midnight rain, every shadow, every aching vein. No one knows the ache I keep. I sit alone and silently weep. The rain falls, the apartment breathes, and I remain. The rain falls, and I only hear your name. I sit alone in this quiet room. The shadows stretch like my gloom. Your voice once filled this air, now emptiness whispers everywhere. I reach for you in the dark, but your warmth is gone, leaving its mark. I loved you in the midnight rain, in every drop, in every pain. You're gone, yet I remain alone with this endless strain. The window streaks remind me of tears, each one a memory of lost years. I press my hand against the cold glass, hoping somehow the storm would pass. Some love lingers in the night, some hearts break out of sight. I loved you in the rainy nights, through empty rooms and city lights. I whisper to the storm alone, If I called you in this storm, would you answer or disappear into the dark? Sit alone and silently weep. The rain falls, the apartment breathes, and I the train arrived and you were leaving. I ran, but the doors closed fast. The last goodbye became our last. Your shadow disappeared down the rails. I stayed behind, clutching frail tails. I called your name into the night, but only echoes returned my fright. I loved you on the platform that night, in every dim lamp, every fading light. You left, yet I remain alone with this endless pain. Every corner holds your trace, every whistle pierces empty space. I press my hand against the cold glass, hoping somehow that moment could last. Some goodbyes never heal the soul, some hearts break without control. I loved you in that fleeting night, through every rail, every light. I whispered to the empty air, hoping somehow you're still there. If I chased the train tonight, would you wait or vanish into the night? I loved you on the last train ride, every station, every stride. No one knows the ache I keep. I stand alone and silently weak. Rails are empty, the night moves on, and I remain goodbye became our last. Your shadow disappeared down the rails. I stayed behind, clutching frail tales. I called your name into the night, but only echoes return my fright. I loved you on the platform that night, in every dim lamp, every fading light. You left, yet I remain alone with this endless pain. Every corner holds your trace. Every whistle pierces empty space. I press my hand against the cold glass, hoping somehow that moment could last. Some goodbyes never heal the soul. Some hearts break without control. I loved you in that fleeting night, through every rail, every light. I whispered to the empty air, hoping somehow you're still there. If I chase the train tonight, would you wait, or vanish into the night? I loved you on the last train ride, every station, every stride. No one knows the ache I keep. I stand alone and silently weep. The rails are empty. The night moves on, and I remain. The walls still whisper your name. I walk through rooms we shared before. Every shadow reminds me of your door. Your mug still rests where you once sat. I touch it gently, then that's that. I hear your laugh in empty halls. I feel your presence in the walls. I loved you in these quiet rooms, in every shadow, in every gloom. You're gone, yet I remain alone with this aching pain. trace the patterns on the floor. Every corner holds your lore. I speak your name into the night, hoping somehow you'll feel my fight. Some love lingers beyond the past. Some hearts break, shadows cast. I loved you in the empty air, in every pillow, in every chair. I whispered to these silent walls, hoping somehow you hear my calls. If you return tonight, would the rooms remember, or am I just alone? I loved you in the walls we knew, in every corner, in every view. No one knows the ache I keep. I wander alone and silently weep. The apartment breathes, but you don't, and I remain. And I think of you. I watch the lights blur through the pane. Every drop reminds me of the pain. Your laughter mingled with the storm. Now it's gone, and I'm alone. I reach for you in the dark, but only shadows leave their mark. I loved you in the rainy nights, through every street lamp and distant lights. You're gone, yet I remain alone with this endless strain. The streets shine with reflections of us. I hear your voice in every hush. I press my hand against the cold glass, hoping somehow the storm would pass. Some love falls like endless rain. It soaks the soul and leaves the pain. I loved you in the midnight storm, through dripping streets and hearts worn. I whisper to the night alone, hoping somehow you'll come home. If I called you through this storm, would you hear me, or vanish like the night? I loved you in the rainy nights, every shadow, every aching light. No one knows the sit alone and silently weep. The rain falls, the night listens, and I remain. The rain falls, the rain, and I think of you. I watch the lights blur through the pain. Every drop reminds me of the pain. Your laughter mingled with the storm. Now it's gone, and I'm alone. I reach for you in the dark, but only shadows leave their mark. I loved you in the rainy nights, through every street lamp and distant lights. You're gone, yet I remain alone with this endless strain. The streets shine with reflections of us. I hear your voice in every hush. I press my hand against the cold glass, hoping somehow the storm would pass. Some love falls like endless rain. It soaks the soul and leaves the pain. I loved you in the midnight storm, through dripping streets and hearts warm. I whisper to the night alone, hoping somehow you'll come home. If I called you through the storm, would you hear me, or vanish like the night? I loved you in the rainy nights, every shadow, every aching light. No one knows the ache I keep. I ran, but the doors closed fast. The last goodbye became our last. Your shadow disappeared down the rails. I stayed behind, clutching frail tales. I called your name into the night, but only echoes returned my fright. You on the platform that night, in every dim lamp, every fading light you left. Yet I remain alone with this endless pain. Every corner holds your trace. Every whistle pierces empty space. I press my hand against the cold glass, hoping somehow that moment could last. Some goodbyes never heal the soul. Some hearts break without control. I loved you in that fleeting night. Through every rail, every light, I whisper to the empty air, hoping somehow you're still there. If I chase the train tonight, would you wait or vanish into the night? I loved you on the lost train ride. Every station, every stride. No one knows the ache I keep. I stand alone and silently weep. And I remain. The walls still whisper your name. I walk through rooms we shared before. Every shadow reminds me of your door. Your mug still rests where you once sat. I touch it gently, then that's that. I hear you laugh in empty halls. I feel your presence in the rooms. I loved you in these quiet rooms, in every shadow, in every gloom. You're gone, yet I remain alone with this aching pain. I trace the patterns on the floor. Every corner holds your lore. I speak your name into the night, hoping somehow you'll feel my flight. Some love lingers beyond the past, some hearts break, shadows cast. I loved you in the empty air, in every pillow, in every chair. I whisper to these silent walls, hoping somehow you hear my calls. If you return tonight, would the rooms remember? Or am I just alone? I loved you in the walls we knew, in every corner, in every view. No one knows the ache I keep. I wander alone and silently weep. The apartment breathes, but you don't. And I remain. The train arrived. And you were leaving. I ran, but the doors closed fast. The last goodbye became our last. Your shadow disappeared down the rails. I stayed behind, clutching frail tales. I called your name into the night, but only echoes returned my fright. I loved you on the platform that night, in every dim lamp, every fading light. You left, yet I remain alone with this endless pain. Every corner holds your trace, every whistle pierces empty space. I press my hand against the cold glass, hoping somehow the moment could last. Some goodbyes never heal the soul, some hearts break without control. I loved you in that fleeting night, through every tonight? Would you wait or vanish into the night? I loved you on the lost train ride. Every station, every stride. No one knows the ache I keep. I stand alone and silently weep. The rails are empty. The night moves on, and I remain. I press record, but never sent it. Your name trembles on my lips. Words drip softly like midnight rain. I speak the things I cannot face in this quiet, lonely space. I hold my breath, I fight my tears, hoping somehow you'd hear. I loved you in the unsent voice, in every pause, in every choice. You'll never hear what I could say. I press delete and fade away. I imagine your reply at dawn. The words we'd say, the love we drawn, but the phone remains dark in my hand, and I'm trapped in this waiting land. Some love lives only in echoes. Some hearts break quietly. I loved you in the unsent note, every trembling word I wrote. I whispered to the empty air, hoping somehow you're still there. If I sent this voice tonight, would it reach you or vanish like me? I loved you in the midnight voice, every silent word, every choice. No one knows the ache I keep. I whisper never sent it. Your name trembles on my lips. Words drip softly like midnight rain. I speak the things I cannot face in this quiet, lonely space. I hold my breath, I fight my tears, hoping somehow you'd hear. I loved you in the unsent voice, in every pause, in every choice. You'll never hear what I could say. I press to leave and fade away. I imagine your reply at dawn, the words we'd say, the love we'd drawn. But the phone remains dark in my hand, and I'm trapped in this waiting land. Some love lives only in echoes. Some hearts break quietly. I loved you in the unsent note, every trembling word I wrote. I whispered to the empty air, hoping somehow you're still there. If I sent this voice tonight, would it reach you or vanish like me? I loved you in the midnight voice, every silent word, every choice. No one knows the ache I keep. I whisper alone and silently weep. The phone is dark, the night is still, and I remain. The day came, but you didn't remember. I marked it on the calendar, circled in red for you. Hoped you'd glance, hoped me too. But the hours faded, and I knew. I smiled alone, I hid my pain, pretending my heart wasn't slain. I loved you on this forgotten day, every memory, every silent way. You forgot, yet I remain alone with this quiet ache and strain. I lit candles for two hearts glow. Hoped you'd see, hoped you'd know. I whispered to the empty room, hoping somehow to lift this gloom. Some love waits for recognition. Some hearts break in silent submission. I loved you on our forgotten day, through empty Or just remind me I waited too long. I loved you on this forgotten day. Every candle, every silent way. No one knows the ache I keep. I cry alone and silently weep. The room is quiet. The day is gone. And I remain. The day came, but you didn't remember. I marked it on the calendar, circled in red for you. Hoped you'd glance, hoped me too. But the hours faded, and I knew I smiled alone. I hid my pain, pretended my heart wasn't slain. I loved you on this forgotten day. Every memory, every silent way. You forgot, yet I remain alone with this quiet aching strain. I lit candles for two hearts aglow. Hoped you'd see, hoped you'd know. I whispered to the empty room, hoping somehow to lift this gloom. Some love waits for recognition. Some hearts break in silent submission. I loved you on a forgotten day, through empty rooms and shadows gray. I whispered to the night alone, hoping somehow you'd atone. If you remember tonight, would it change? Or just remind me I waited too long? I loved you on this forgotten day. Every candle, every silent way. No one knows the ache I keep. I cry alone and silently weep. The room is quiet. The day is gone, and I remain. I open the gallery, but the pictures are gone. Every smile we captured fades. Every memory the screen betrays. I press my fingers on the glass, hoping the past could somehow last. I hold back tears, I fight my breath, hoping somehow they defy death. I loved you when the photos erased. Every laugh, every warm embrace. You're gone, yet I I scroll through shadows of our days, every image gone in digital haze. I whisper to the empty phone, hoping somehow I'm not alone. Some love lingers in deleted frames, some hearts break without names. I loved you in the vanished light, every memory lost tonight. I whisper to the screen alone, hoping somehow you've not gone. If these photos return tonight, would it heal or remind me of our flight? I loved you when the pictures erased, every shadow, every warm embrace. No one knows the ache I keep. I sit alone and silently weep. The screen is dark, the room is quiet, and I remain. I open the gallery, but the pictures are gone. Every smile we capture fades, every memory the screen betrays. I press my fingers on the glass, hoping the past could somehow last. I hold back tears, I fight my breath, hoping somehow they defy death. I loved you in the photos erased, every laugh, every warm embrace. You're gone, yet I remain alone with this quiet pain. I scroll through shadows of our days, every image gone in digital haze. I whisper to the empty phone, hoping somehow I'm not alone. Some love lingers in deleted frames, some hearts break without names. I loved you in the vanished light, every memory lost tonight. I whisper to the speed alone, hoping somehow you've not gone. If these photos return tonight, would it heal or remind me of our flight? I loved you in the pictures erased, every shadow, every warm embrace. No one knows the ache I keep. I sit alone and silently weep. The screen is dark, the room is quiet, and I remain. The day came, but you didn't remember. I marked it on the calendar, circled it in red for you. Hoped you noticed in passing, but the hours faded into blue. I smiled alone, I pretended nothing was in vain. I loved you on this day alone. Every memory, every tone. You forgot, but I remain alone with this quiet pain. I set the table for two hearts, lit candles in your name. I whispered to the empty room, but nothing ever stayed the same. Some love waits for recognition, some hearts break in silent submission. I loved you on our forgotten day, through empty rooms and shadows gray. I whispered to the night alone, hoping somehow you'd atone. If you remember tonight, would it change? Or just remind me I waited? I loved you on this forgotten day, every candle, every silent way. No one knows the ache I keep. I cry alone and silently. The room is quiet, the day is gone, and I remain.